What is up, everybody? It is Og here, back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at another coaching session. So I do about 3 to 5 coaching sessions per week. If you're interested, there will be some information down below. Feel free to reach out to me in Discord for more information, but I do offer coaching available through either doing it live on Twitch or doing it through Discord outside of Twitch, so feel free to reach out. If you do want to watch some of these live coaching sessions on Twitch as well, definitely check out the Twitch link down below. They really help a lot of people to learn some of the nuanced little tricks that I've learned throughout doing these AoE farms that can potentially help you along with your AoE farms as well. In this video, we're going to be looking at a person named Divad, and we went through the ZF farm while leveling up. So one of the other coaching videos we did was with the actual ZF farm at 60, but this is actually with the leveling up. And so you can kind of see some tricks and why we do certain things with this farm within this video. So hopefully this will also help you gain some extra tips and tricks along the way. It's not too long because honestly he did a wonderful job and he was able to figure out the little small things that he had to fix very quickly, and so he's able to get them down from there. But hopefully this helps you guys out with your runs as well. If you have any questions, though, definitely leave them down in the comments down below and hit that subscribe button. Try to give you some tips on that if necessary.
Yeah, I watched your video. I tried to get all of the Eagle stuff as much as possible.
Nice.
I didn't double check when I went. I didn't double check your video, but I think you were at like 4.5k mana.
Yeah.
Not 4k.
4K is fine.
4k is fine. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be good. The gear is fine with what you have for sure.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. So just so I have a little bit of background where you stand, like right now, what's been your experience to date with the ZF?
I can do the ZF pull in 3 separate pulls.
Okay.
So I can get to the graveyard pretty okay. I mean, there's a little bit of RNG on that. If I get a really tough packer along the way, sometimes I'll get knocked down and get unlucky. But high success rate to getting to graveyard.
Okay.
And then I could definitely do 3 separate pulls, and I haven't tried to work my way up. In the beginning, I was doing 1 pull over and over and over, and I was failing miserably over and over and over. So I haven't went back to the 1 pull yet. I decided just to try the 3 pulls. I think my biggest problem is I feel like I run out of mana, but maybe I'm not using the right down ranks or the right rotations, and also I have a problem grouping up different sections together if I pull them all at once.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's get to the safe spot. Since you're not having really a big problem getting there, I don't imagine that I'll have too much to instruct you on. One thing before you start running, put on Dampen Magic.
Yeah. Actually, I have a checklist that I always check because I'm terrible at my memory.
That's awesome.
You know how many times I started without my jades, I started without my buffs. I'm like,
oh jeez. It's alright, I had a ZG proc pool the other day where I started with about 20% mana.
I recently learned about that. Somebody in your Discord put a reset at the pull, like right. I'll show you where you.
Oh yeah.
That's been a pretty big help if I screw it up at that point.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad.
Alright, I usually don't have the pack here. I guess it's because I waited so long, but
yeah, that's fine. Where's?
I don't know if I do the jump correctly that you recommend in your video, where you say if they hit you from behind, they'll have the chance to knock you off if you're not shielded.
Yes.
I try to strafe jump, but I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Okay, so the way that you do it is, so if you have shields up, they can't daze you. So as long as you have a shield, you 100% can't get dazed. But basically what you do is you hold your right mouse wheel and you jump, so you're still moving forward, then just turn your right mouse to be facing the mob and then turn it back when you land.
Okay.
But it's not the biggest deal. Definitely something good to practice because you use it in pretty much everything. But as long as you're facing them, you can't get dazed.
Okay. So even like if they hit you from the side, I think I've been doing the side. They still daze you. It's got to be like forward facing.
No, side's fine. If you're strafing, that's fine as well.
Okay. Sometimes I might wait for the patrol to pass through the one that goes here, but doesn't look like it. You usually also get pretty lucky there. I know in your video you do the double ice block with the cold snap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I find that I'm able to make it here with on the mount without getting knocked.
Hey, that works for you. That's awesome. I also didn't have any defense. I don't know. Maybe. Ah, it looks like you're leveling up your defense though too. So yeah, no, that's good. Whatever works.
Yeah, I got to 42 just through boost. And then when I saw
Nice.
your video, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta try this.
Hell yeah. It's a good thing you're a gnome too. Okay, real quick to reset them, easy. Take one step forward, one step to your right. Okay. Oh, damn, she put down a totem. Kill that totem real quick and then just stand there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes I do sit here forever and I didn't realize it was the totems.
Yep, always the totems. All right.
All right. So
Now I see that you have Blizzard at 2 and 3. I'm assuming one's rank 1, one's max rank.
yeah,
Okay.
rank 1, rank 4. Actually, I got to 45. I don't know when you get the next Blizzard, but
You get the next Blizzard at 44.
okay. I may be running the 42 Blizzard because I don't think I've got a new
Okay,
abilities after I ding to 44.
that's fine. We'll see. I'll be able to tell. If your Blizzard's doing 70 a tick, it's the one before. If it's doing 90 a tick, it's the level 44. So.
Oh, okay. It's doing 90, 97 usually.
Okay, you're good then.
Yeah, like this run's getting pretty lucky. I'm not running into anything.
Yeah, no,
Sometimes
this
I'll
is
get there
nice.
with barely any health.
Yeah, you and me both. I feel you.
I sometimes have a lot of trouble on this jump, but I found that if I just run up to it and then do one jump, I'll like get like on the half ledge, and then they seem to reset anyway.
Yeah, that's perfect. As long as it works for you. The jumping definitely under the heat of the moment could cause stress, but
Yeah.
you seem fine so far. There's like subtle, very little things with pathing, but outside of that, everything's good. There's nothing that I would
Okay,
focus
cool.
on.
I also have a lot of trouble with this jump, so I got the timing down by doing a jump first. That's the only way I can do it.
Nice.
Oops, what am I doing? I gotta start pulling the griffs. So at this point, do you want me to do the 3 pulls or the 1 pull?
Let's actually do the one pull. Let's do the one because I think that's what you want to end up working on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I not reset them? Okay.
No, you did. You're good. Typically, what I'll do is I'll like stay silent the first time through too, just so I can watch and let you do your thing, and then subsequent
Okay.
ones I'll talk.
Okay, cool.
So if you don't hear me talking, that's why.
No problem. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like I'm stuck there, but they're reset, so I'll
Yeah,
just wait.
that's fine. Better. It's better to just be safe.
Yeah, I guess because these guys see me, it takes longer for them to go away than if I run in there. I don't know how that works.
Try turning to the left a little bit. Yeah, it's proximity thing, and then jumping up from there. There you go.
Just got too greedy too many times where I try to get here in the first shot and then I end up dying because I keep jumping and they're not resetting, so I'm just traumatized.
It's understandable, especially as a male gnome. Like the actual character model of male gnome is just so weird.
Yeah, I wish I would have saw your video beforehand because you said the female gnome they can get right through that spot in the corner over there
All
with the
right.
pottery, right?
They do have
Yeah.
problems later though, so
Oh, okay.
okay. So far, really good. Do you know why we hit the Witch Doctor before we start the pool?
Only that another mob spawns?
Correct. So this is how we make grave spawn. So right now you missed 2 graves. And so
Ah,
basically if you hit the Witch Doctor once, reset her, hit the Witch Doctor, or hit him, whatever. Hit the Witch Doctor again, it's actually going to spawn both of those graves. So it's extra XP.
ah, okay, cool. I didn't realize that they were the graves you missed.
I'll show you in the video. It's fine though.
Ah, damn.
Okay, so with that jump, just turn your camera angle a little bit to the right. You're kind of going like straight towards the wall almost, and so you're running into the wall. But if you turn it to the right a little bit more, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
And just
like
jump
over
over
there?
there.
Ah,
Yep.
okay, cool.
And you just run forward and jump. There you go.
Sweet. To reset him, can I stay over here, or do I have to jump all the way back down?
You could stay up there. Yeah, what I recommend is just kind of like move to the point where you would flame strike, but don't flame strike.
Okay.
And then he'll reset, and then it should be the grave over to the left, and then you'll have everybody.
Is this boss soloable at this level?
Not at this level, unfortunately. The shadow bolts. I mean, yes, technically yes. If you if you like kite around, jump around for a while,
Okay.
yeah,
Not worth it though, then.
yeah, exactly. Like use bandages like crazy, pots. It's possible, but it's not worth it. Okay, so now you have every grave. So now we can get started with the actual pool itself.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just paranoid with the buffs.
No, you're good.
Reapply them and
Yeah,
I think.
never know how long it's gonna take.
One thing I do differently than you, because I wasn't able to do the jump where my mouse is behind that wall.
Mm-hmm.
When I go around that corner, I always fall into the pit and end up having a hard time. So I path along the near side of the wall.
Okay, that might be causing some mirror problems with pathing of the mobs.
Okay.
And so let's actually go over to the wall first before we even start the run. Because I want to, there's a really easy way to do it. And so I just want to say that. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to jump into the corner twice. 1, 2. All right, now you're going to turn your camera to the right. And you have strafe.
Oops. Okay.
You have strafe, right?
What do you mean by that?
So
Oh, with my
probably E or D.
Q and E. Yeah, I think it's Q and E.
Okay.
Do I have to jump one more time?
No. You do not want to jump one more time. So what you want to do is that you want to turn your camera angle, yes, so that it's parallel with the top pillar, if that makes sense, right? Like you have it right now.
Okay.
And then what you want to do is make sure you turn your body there too. So hold your like right stick. Yeah. And now jump straight up and then strafe. Just a light click on the strafe.
Oh, damn.
There
That's
you go.
nuts. Right,
So
cool.
2 jumps up, turn, jump strafe. Once you like practice it a couple times, it'll be like a really fluid motion for you.
Right.
But
That's
that's
pretty sick.
so basically what happens is that when you run around the front, the mobs that you flame striked first actually stop moving, and which causes an issue because then they aren't far ahead. And so sometimes they'll just reset and then you can't get those mobs in there. So this is going to allow you to make sure that you keep them all the time. So what I do is I jump up twice, go to the right. Yeah. So if you ever get stuck here, you actually don't go forward. You can. Well, you pulled it
Oh,
off.
there's a better way out?
There's a better way out. So go back into the corner.
Okay. I get stuck again?
Yeah. Go get stuck on purpose.
Am I stuck? I think I'm
If
stuck.
you can.
Okay, I'll do it around the long way.
And so what actually works is if you jump up then back into the corner and to the right, like you're jumping back to almost as if you could go do the jump again, you can actually get on this long pillar right here and then just do the pull just like you're normally doing.
Okay. I definitely have to know that. All right,
So
so
fall off and then just turn around behind you. Yep. And just jump. So here's, you want to face your camera and your body to like 11 o'clock. That makes sense. It's probably like 10. A little bit more to the right. Yeah. Jump up, jump, spam jump,
okay.
and then we're back on there.
Then
And then
get
the only
back on there, I
issue,
need a mount, right?
yeah. And so you can't like get up top to reset like that, but there you go. And so this is kind of like a. I'm glad that you actually said that. I'm glad that we practiced that because that's just going to be really easy for you to handle this in the future now. Now this one.
This one's trouble. There we go.
There you go. Nice. Okay. All right. So let's practice going behind and let's do the full pull. Try to get all 3 packs.
Okay. Do I need to aggro him now, or now that everything's open, I'm good?
I would recommend aggroing. Reason being, the mobs in the front of him will then aggro, which means you don't have to blizzard them later.
Okay.
He'll reset. As long as you get there quick enough, he'll reset. And so what you want to do is you want to do your 2 jumps, strafe, get onto the long kind of strip, and then just blink forward and get to the other side.
Okay. Damn, I'm nervous. Okay, here we go.
You got it, dude.
Ah, damn it.
Close though. You're fine. See, you're right back up on there. Okay, so get to the long edge.
Oh, get all the way over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean like that works. That works. Okay. So now you want to get up onto the other side?
I think they reset or something. Right?
No, they'll come. Once you get over onto the corner, they'll come. So now they start running. So now what you do is you just shuffle back and forth between these 2. Yep. And just letting on. You can if you like.
I'll do it on the next one. And then those mobs I missed down there, just ignore them for now?
Yeah, just ignore them for now. It's just 1 dead hero, and you just didn't have any other dead hero to pull him. So that's completely normal. We can work on him in the next one. But let's just group up the monster now. So jump here. The one thing I recommend is whenever the front mob has like 1 second left to blizzard, actually don't blizzard right here. Don't blizzard. So you can actually see that they're already stacked. So we're good to go back onto the other point. Perfect. And now place your blizzard beforehand. Perfect. And now what I recommend, that was good. That was a great placement. I recommend going ever so slightly to the left so you're actually doing it on the ramp itself, just so it doesn't potentially bug out.
Okay. Now, I would have usually done a second blizzard right there, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And should I just be straight rank 3 at this point?
Yeah, so use rank 1 to get them stacked, but now they're stacked, so then you go into max rank. That's perfectly fine, though. And so if one ever runs forward, kind of like this one is here, then I just do rank 1 blizzard, then jump back just like that. And then the other thing is use your mana gem early so that you can use your second mana gem if you need to. Perfect.
So am I not supposed to target the floor? I'm having a hard time getting in range on the mountain.
So you're standing a little too far back to get to the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably recommend like 2 paces forward. That makes sense.
And I innervate at this point or a little bit?
No,
more?
you want to wait. So innervate, I don't know how much spirit you have, so it's technically dependent on your spirit. Typically, I wait till about 20% mana to innervate. Ooh, jump across.
88 spirit.
Okay, that'll be perfect. Yeah, so wait until 20%. There you go. Look at that. Perfect. And now they all get slowed as they come around the bend. And now they're just in a perfect position to get 2 blizzards off.
Oops.
You're good. You're good. All right, here's Evo. Okay. Make sure you don't let him get too close. You'll be okay with mana. Yeah, good call. Good call. Yeah, you're doing great, dude.
This is feeling a lot better. I think going around that wall was a huge difference, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so basically what happens is the mobs at the back just don't pat right, and then you have this big separation of mobs, and so then you're just kind of like jumping back and forth, freaking out, trying to get them all to clump, and
exactly
feels bad.
Do you ever exactly? Should I ever be blizzarding at this point around this area?
No. So if you blizzard on the left side, what ends up happening is that those mobs will disaggregate because some will run faster through a blizzard and some will run slower and things like that.
Okay.
So once you have them stacked, once they're all grouped really well, no.
Okay, I think that was probably another big issue of mine.
Okay.
I would always apply blizzards here.
Definitely fair. All right, jump back. And now you're, okay, so use your second mana gem. Perfect. I was just about to say that, so that's awesome. Yeah, now you can jump back. Nice job, man. There you go.
How is it that this was the cleanest run? Okay.
Just because you were under the
Okay.
pressure. All right, so go ahead and loot.
Yeah.
What I'll do
Yeah.
is I'll stop the recording and I'll point out some things that we can improve on. Because there's definitely minor things, but you're doing really well.
This is great.
Yeah, dude, of course. Thank you.
Like 20 minutes of your time, and I'm already pulling them successfully.
Hell yeah. Okay, got this. Do share my screen. Turn on screen share.
And then, sorry for those two couple extra heroes. I just jump down, kite them around, and cold cone and stuff like that.
If you want to, yes, you can kill them like that. We'll
What's the best way
focus
to ask?
next
Okay.
run through. I'll show you kind of how to pull them
Okay.
as you're going, because you could definitely blizzard them, but I just wanted to focus on making sure that we got down the mobs that we did pull, just since it was the first one through.
Sure. Okay, perfect. Because I've never actually done this in enough time where I can go back and loot the graves either. They always despawn. I don't know if that's something that I'm supposed to be doing.
They do have the potential of good loot. I wouldn't make it like the biggest priority, but if they're still up, definitely go back and get them because they have the chance to drop
Okay.
every normal loot table. You can get like freezing band, things like that.
Right.
Okay, so can you see? You can see mine now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So as far as your run through, you do the run through really well. I'm conflicted because part of me wants to show you things to improve on here, but part of me is like, if you get to the graveyard, like that's the hardest part. Maybe don't change anything. But
Well, if you feel it'll help me in like 60, like in the other dungeons and stuff like that, I'm happy to take it.
for sure. So the jump turn strafe works. Just make sure that you have their body in front of your strafe. So like here, that technically hit you from behind. But if you strafed around the mob, what I like doing is I like turning my camera angle towards the mob and then strafing. That makes sense.
Okay.
So you'll be facing like this way and then strafe that way.
Okay.
Here was good. This was a good reset. So this is just kind of something you're always going to face. If you have something in line of sight with you, so if something's out of line of sight, they actually won't aggro unless they're pretty close. But here, if the totem is in line of sight, that will aggro, as you saw here. And so if there's ever a totem, what the best way to handle it is, you actually did it here without thinking about it, is that you wait about like 10 seconds and then you kill it. Now, reason why you wait is that if you think about it, the mobs are going to reset generically, just like anyways, in about 15 to 20 seconds, depending on the mobs. If you kill the totem too fast, he might put up a second totem, which is going to keep you in combat longer.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah, I didn't. That's not why I waited, so that's good.
Yeah, you just happened to do it, so it was awesome. Okay, and then so you jump here perfectly and you run perfectly. The one thing I'll say as you go forward, just to improve on your efficiency, so here, make sure you're doing like jump turns, by the way. So like that strafe was good because the mob was in front of you and you were strafing. But once we get to the end here, if you're ever high on health like this, what you actually can do is just start the encounter. So you went to the safe spot, which always good to be safe. But what you could do with like 100% health and you just got the Shadow Hunter that'll hit you is just reapply your shields, run into the boss room, and just get started with the encounter.
Oh, good idea. Okay, cool.
That'll save you, I mean, it's not like much time, but hey, it's like a minute, 5 minutes, an hour kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so when we get started here, one tip that I definitely have for you, which will make your world a lot easier, especially if you do start the encounter when you're running, it's either going to be this grave or this grave that's going to spawn. Very likely it's going to be this grave. What I would recommend doing is as soon as you start opening these second graves, Nova. Because this mob is the only mob that will ever catch up to you, unless you have mobs like over here. And so by Novaing this mob, you're not going to be taking any damage. Get to the safe spot, nice and easy, nothing to worry about.
Right.
So that was good. The next thing I want to point out On your way back, you did really, really well at opening these, but I want to point out one particular grave, which is this grave on the right. So there's a grave right behind this wall.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Now you can see all these mobs are up here, and you have these two right here, but you also have Nova up. So like worst case scenario, they get to you, you can Nova them. Bank around the wall, get this grave, and then you don't need to worry about hitting the Witch Doctor an extra time.
Okay.
This grave is the only grave you won't open, which means that when you activate the Witch Doctor to do the actual full pull, she'll activate this grave, I don't know why I keep on calling he or she. He'll activate this grave, which will be the last grave that's not activated, and then every single grave will be open as long as you get this grave. That's why I told you to go ahead and do 2 graves, because it was technically this grave plus this grave that needed to be open still.
Okay.
And then you can just Nova, blink like normal, and you'll have plenty of room. So here we just turn to the left a little bit. If you're ever stuck like this, gnomes are just weird. Just turn to the left and you'll be able to jump.
Okay.
Okay, and then this stuff we talked about live, that was really good. Okay. You pull? No, you didn't pull. This is practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice. Okay. So now, one thing I recommend with your Flame Strike is that you fortunately had all the mobs, but if one mob's out like here in Narnia and another mob's over here, they might not leash off each other. So what I actually recommend doing is walking out to this corner spot right here. Stand on that corner and put Flame Strike as far as you can. It doesn't necessarily need to touch the mobs, but if Flame Strike is like a yard away from a mob, they'll actually still get hit with the dot and still get in combat. And so here you stop like right here to do the Flame Strike. But if we had a Flame Strike with a perimeter right here, both of these mobs would get tagged for sure.
Okay.
And so
okay, cool.
I think they all aggroed in this instance, which is good, but in some instances they might not.
Right.
This recovery though was actually pretty damn good, dude. You were up there in like a second. So, as an improvement point, this is a perfect spot. You started thinking about going for the Blizzard, and you 100% can. As soon as you blink down this pathway, the Witch Doctor will be good to reset, and so you can go ahead and Blizzard. You can either get this guy, or you can get these guys, and you can Blizzard them before you go for your first jump. I told you just to go for your first jump just to be kind of safe and not risk it. But by going to the end here, this dead hero reset, because he technically only has 10 seconds for you to hit this pillar, and so he's going to reset just before you jump to the other side, which is why he reset for the fight. However, if he ever does reset like that, stand right here, wait for all these mobs to get like right here, and now you jump, and then you just go and Blizzard him again.
Okay.
And so you just rank 1 Blizzard him. He'll come running back right around the side, and then you just go back and forth, jumping again with Blizzarding. The only time
Go ahead.
The only time you're ever going to Blizzard here is during this pathing too. If you have all these mobs massively separated and you're like, crap, if I jump across, I'm going to get hit. If I stay here, I'm going to get hit. Then you rank 1 Blizzard right here just to slow down these mobs so these mobs can catch up in the back.
Right.
Sorry, what were you saying?
How many rank 1 Blizzards do you say I can use for pull purposes before it's an issue on my mana? Just so I know, like, hey, let me just skip it this time because I'm going to screw up.
I'd probably say 5. You'd be surprised if you're conservative with your mana. You'd be surprised how long you can go. The one thing you never want to do is let mobs jump back and forth for a while you regen mana. What actually happens is that, let's say you got all these mobs down to 10% and you were and you're like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and just jump back and forth regenning, right? Which is 100% possible. If you don't hit the mob for, it's either 20 or 30 seconds. I don't know the exact amount of time. But if you don't hit a mob for a certain amount of time, your XP that you get resets. It basically like resets your combat with them in the back end. And so what'll actually happen is you'll go to kill the mobs. You'll kill them with that mana you regen, but then you'll get like 100 XP a mob.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So regenning mana is perfectly fine, and very, very soon you're going to get clear casting, and so you can get clear casting procs and be fine with that. If you ever do find that you're starting to run low on mana, just do 1 rank 1 Blizzard and then jump back. 1 rank 1 Blizzard and jump back and regen that way. Don't let like full regens go off.
Okay.
But you can go infinitely. So you can use 5. If you need to use 5 Blizzards to get all the pools, to get all the mobs, it's better to have all the mobs than to have to do it twice.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so as far as the actual kill, you did really well. I was impressed, honestly. Like you did a great job. The one thing that I would probably recommend as the biggest change would
Hmm.
just be to pre-blizz. So or pre-get blizz set up. Maybe not cast it, but pre-get it set up. So the second that I jump, I've already pressed blizzard and I'm putting it in the corner.
Okay.
And so just getting a little bit faster with getting that ready will actually
Hmm.
allow you to be quicker with your transitions. And so let me pull up,
Yeah. I feel.
let me go to Twitch. I actually did this yesterday. Oh, wait, that was a perfect spot.
Yeah.
So if this was so, thank you so much, Alpha Beta. I really. Let's turn off my voice. Okay, so we need to go back just a little bit. So what I actually do. Okay, so I aggro up all these mobs. I rank 1 Blizzard that group, and then I just immediately go over to the side. You just need the 1 tick to go off. And I let them come around the side. Here I have these 3 mobs at the front, so I know that if I let them come far enough to me, I'm going to have plenty of time where they're not going to be running around this side, right?
I see.
So I go
Okay.
over,
Cool.
rank 1, and you even have time to go over and rank 1 those mobs in the corner. Rank 1 doesn't cost too much mana. It's like 200 mana or something like that. And you have plenty of spirit where you're going to be able to regen. But now all these mobs come back to the side. But if we skip ahead, what I end up doing is that I'm not going to let these mobs get very far back. And so one thing I did notice that caused your run to be ever so slightly slower is that when you have the mobs run back, you let them get like out to here, which is perfectly fine. It's safe. What I do is I run pretty much as soon as those mobs take that corner, I'm already jumping over and I immediately place
Oh.
Blizzard and go.
Okay. Yeah.
You have plenty of time. It's going to take a little bit of practice, but it's going to be worth the practice in the long run because it's going to save you probably 10 seconds per blizzard, or sorry, per like jump. And let's say you do 10 jumps, so that's like a minute and a half every single run. That's
Right.
going to save you.
Right.
And so same thing right here. I'll wait. They'll go around the bend, and pretty much as soon as they're around the bend, I waited a little bit longer that time. I'm going to go place the blizzard. Done.
Right. Okay.
And so
Cool. Yeah.
that's something you could practice later. That's not something you need to work on now. That'll just help you increase your efficiency. But overall,
Mhm.
you did really, really well. And so, do you want to do one more run through?
Yeah. Let me see what time it is. I do have at 2 o'clock for work. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so what's the best way to reset at this point? I usually have my other account logged on. I don't at the moment. I guess I could.
So resetting with the other account is going to be the best way. If you can do that.
That way.
Alternatively, you could just invite to the same account. I'll watch your screen. Oh no, we're going to infinity. This is actually pretty cool. Look at this. um, so that's probably the best way. Also, if you want, just as an option, because you figure this out really quickly, we're only 30 minutes in. If you want, you could just go back and practice, and you can use another 30 minutes later. Like if you want to do that. I don't want
Oh,
to waste your time.
if you're up for that, that'd probably be the best. Yeah.
Yeah, because you like you pretty much got it. So I don't wanna waste your money, waste your time, or anything like that. Just treat it as like a banked 30-minute session, I guess.
Yeah. No, sure. I got a lot of takeaways from you. There's a lot I want to practice, and then that'd be great to get your final input later on. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, well, great job, man. I will. Do you want me to post this up to YouTube? We have a second YouTube channel where I'm going to be posting coachings, and so I can put it up for you if you want, and that way you can always reference it. But it's up to you. I don't want to post it if you don't want to post it.
Yeah, you can post it. It's fine.
All right, sounds good, man. Well, good luck with the rest of the runs and your work call, and I'll catch you next time. Oh shoot. Sorry. I meant
Oh,
to
no problem.
I meant to minimize my tab and I accidentally closed out of the call.
No worries. No worries.
But yeah, really good job, dude. Thank you for
Thank
hanging
you.
out.
No, your video, man, was the bread and butter of my practice. Thank you. That was really good.
That's
You
awesome.
did an excellent job explaining it all.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so let me know whenever you want to have that final session and good luck with
Yeah.
work.
I'll practice for like about a week and then maybe reach out to you and we can schedule another one. Does that sound okay?
That sounds perfect.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you, man. Have a good one. So what's
I
up?
think the biggest issue I may still be having is sometimes the packs of the zombies will reset on me.
Okay.
Um, I'll have a bunch. I'll have maybe like two, three quarters of them, and all of a sudden, a bunch of them run away. Do you want me
Interesting.
to go for it?
Yeah, are you in like the kill phase of them, or are they still running up towards you?
Still running up towards me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it, and I'll see if there's anything that I notice.
Okay. Well, like these guys over here didn't start running, so I guess I'll blizzard them. But I don't know why these guys did.
I see your issue, honestly.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna reset it then, because
Uh-oh. Oh, it's right in between those. Nope.
oh god, it usually works. All right,
um,
unlucky.
yes, your issue is actually just that you're not getting to the reset platform quick enough. And so what you want to do is as soon as you jump back over the backside of that thing, you want to blink across.
Okay.
And then you want to jump over to that thing just to at least start the pathing for all of them. Then you jump back over to the side where they wouldn't come and pick up the extra mobs.
Okay. So those ones along the side I was circling, it was because I didn't go far enough.
Correct, correct. You got to get all the way over to the other platform. And then you can go back and get any that didn't pool. So what I typically do is once I get over to the long ledge, I'll blink across.
Okay.
And that way it gets the actual like pathing started on them. And
Okay.
then
Do you do that before or after you blizzard like the far pack?
before. Before. I'll blink and then I can immediately blizzard the far pack and then jump onto the small ledge. Wait for everything to come around the corner, jump back, go grab the packs by the boss if necessary.
Okay.
And I have never had any of them reset. So I think that's just the only difference is that you're not blinking. And then you should be good to go, honestly.
Okay. Damn. I wish that reset would have worked.
I
Usually
know.
does.
The good news is you're level 48, so it should be pretty quick to get back there.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. I mean, I still do all the same resets I did at level 42. I don't know if I'm wasting time. Maybe you can just push me along there too.
You can 100% get straight to the second reset.
Okay, that's good.
You definitely don't need to go to the first one. You could make it to the end too, but actually yeah. So let's do this. You know the right jump. So for the first reset, going on top of the ledge instead of the
Oh, I've seen it. I've never done it, but I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay, so the trick to it is just running up the hill and then jumping over the left side of the top of the pillar. But what that's going to do is it's going to get you into a good spot where you can just jump down from there with full health, and then you'll be able to get to the GUI from there.
Okay. Cool.
We'll do that. Let me know if you want me to pull up like a VOD of me doing it. I think I can probably find one quick.
Yeah, that would be great while I buff up.
Yeah.
Hey, what aura do you use where it tells you in your videos that, ice barrier is coming off or on?
If you do exclamation point barrier, um, in my Twitch chat, you'll have the link to it. It's a weak aura.
Oh, in your Twitch chat. Okay.
Yeah, it's a weak aura. Pretty easy. This one. Where did I do? Aha. Oh. Ah, shoot. This one I think I just went straight through.
Oh, I did that. No. If you think I could just make it straight to the second reset too,
You probably could, yeah. Do I go into the... Trying to find an example of where I don't run through. Nope, run straight through.
so up this mountain.
Yeah, up this, and then over the left side of it. Ooh,
Okay.
no, gotta be up on the top of the mountain.
I'm gonna reset.
Yeah, that's fine. Once you reset, we can go back there, and we can just practice it real quick.
Okay.
It's really easy once you see it once. It's just like,
Okay.
oh. Yeah, just have to be on the top of the like little hill, and then just jump over the left side. All right.
All right.
So up over the top of the hill.
Up
Yep,
here?
then turn and the left side of it. That's the right side.
Yeah. You can actually jump on that.
Yeah, so just right over the left. A little bit more to the left.
Oh no.
There you go. All right, so that's pretty much it. So you just got to line up over. Make sure you run a little bit. Yeah. So you just line up on the left side, and you're good to go.
Okay.
And then what you can do here is you can just eat up and drink, and you can see the pat right below you. So that when you see that witch doctor, he'll pat right in front of you on this thing, or he's going the other side. But okay, it's the other witch. Yeah. And so he'll pat right in front of this thing, so you can time when you want to jump down and go run for the next route. You can also jump over the back side of this, and then get started on the other side of the wall. So, or not on the other side of the wall, but on the other side of this ledge. So you're just able to time when you want to go a lot easier, and you don't need to worry about like shimming over the box or anything like that.
Okay.
So you can't mount here. So what you need to do is just yeah, just jump off that over to the right. Just go over to the right.
Over here?
Yep. Don't go too far. Oh, no. Not over there.
Oh.
Just like right down. So now you're going to need to go to the box because you can't make it over there without a mount.
I see.
It's just like right over the ledge. Not all the way over to the mobs.
Oh, I gotta go on the other side. Oh no. Jeez.
Yeah, as soon as you're back down on ground, you can mount. It doesn't need to be.
Okay. I'll just
You don't have to do that right now, though, if you don't want to. It's up to you.
for the reset, you mean?
For the ledge that we just checked out.
Yeah, I could practice that. I'll find one of your videos and practice that.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah, I never really mastered the straight jump either. It tends to not just be an issue, so I guess I don't really bother with it.
No, you're good. Once you do that, you'll be able to just go straight there. Because you only aggro that one pack.
Okay.
But it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because you're still going to hit reset timer anyways.
A little bit more packs than usual there. Yeah, sometimes like these hallways are totally empty and I just come through. Sometimes there's a million mobs.
Yep.
Oh, man. Not really. Where's the reset spot here?
It's on the other side of this wall. It's that pot. So go around the pot to the right, and then jump
Should I
into it.
bother?
Yeah. No. Actually,
Oh god.
you should be all right. The only issue is that you're gonna have the zombies up. So just make sure that you
Oh,
put
I
up your
reset
shield.
them.
Oh, you reset. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't actually think you could get back to here with all the zombies up.
You can. You just gotta aggro them, Nova, blink through.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the
Alright.
pot is basically just the one that you saw, and you just jump behind it, and you're safe.
Okay. Oh, still there.
Da-da-da. You already paid for a full hour, right?
Yeah,
And then you already only used half.
that's right. Yep.
Nice.
If it goes a little over, I know just what you
No,
want.
no, you're fine.
Nobody spawns, that means I got them all.
Correct.
Alright, so I'm just gonna fill up, apply buffs, and then
Yeah, it's just the big thing. Just get to the other side, immediately blink down the straightaway. You can blizzard the last group, jump to the small little ledge, wait for them to
so
run around.
I should get as far as here as possible before I blizzard these guys.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I always stop here, try to blizzard them, and then keep going. Okay. Cool.
Like you don't need to be at the very end, but enough where you can pretty much jump onto the ledge right after it.
Right. And is it necessary to wand him, or is it enough just to get aggro on him?
I would. I mean, yeah, you could frostbolt if you want, but wand's just easy. Because then any mobs that are around him will likely aggro as well.
Did he resist? That doesn't matter. My dampen fell off.
That's fine. Okay, so pull link over the straightaway. Perfect. Now you can rank on blizzard the mobs in the corner, and then jump across.
This is okay.
Yep, jump across. Good. Now wait for the mobs to come get pretty much close to you, and then you go run back towards the boss. Yep. Run back towards the boss and blizzard on right on the steps of the boss.
Steps.
Okay, now we'll go right back to the reset spot. Or not the reset, but the yeah.
And now that they're so, disaggregated,
You keep on jumping back and forth, and then you'll rank one blizz the mobs in the front or behind to group them up. So I jump back here. Good. now what I do is I jump forward and rank 1 blizz the mobs in like the kill spot. Yeah. Let the mobs catch up. And now you'll jump back.
Yeah, so a lot of damage.
And then
Okay.
you'll... Oh yeah, pretty much got him.
I understand. Okay. Yeah, that made a huge difference by doing that jump beforehand.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. And now it's just skill phase and you'll be good to go, dude.
Sweet. I mean, I've been managing. Like you see, I got to level 48, but it's usually been 2 pulls.
Okay.
Like, like I got most of it on the first pull, and then second pull just up what I missed. This is great now that I got it all. Yeah.
Perfect. It's funny that you did it without knowing it then the first times. Because you never,
Yeah.
our first time going through,
Yeah.
you always had all mobs.
Yeah, exactly. I had no idea why.
That's so funny.
Then it just changed all of a sudden. I was like, what am I doing different? And your second blizzard, do you try to apply it with the circle, like the epicenter? What's the general guideline there? Should I apply it in the middle of the train of the mobs?
Nope, what
Or
you're
the
doing it
mob?
right now is actually perfect. You're putting it with the front mob halfway through the blizzard, and that is exactly where you want to put it.
Okay. 'Cause I never got a good hang of. Because I know the frost and the damage apply a little differently or something with the area of effect.
Mm-hmm. If you ever are like a front running mob like that, I just do 1 blizzard and then go back, by the way.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's perfect placement. So you keep on doing that, you'll be set. Are there any other kind of like general questions that you have for the run?
The placement spot over here in the mountain's good enough?
Yes, yes. The placement spot's good for sure.
Let me think. No? Around what level do you think I should be doing a straight run to the graveyard?
Um Start experimenting at well, okay, so you're gonna need to get better with your jump turns. What I noticed when you were running through is you weren't doing any jump turns, which is why you got dazed.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to do it without jump turns, I would wait until 50.
No, I definitely want to get better with those things. Is there a
Like,
good way to practice that?
Um, just do the run, honestly. Once you just do the run a couple times, you'll just kind of get used to doing it, I would say. Um,
Right.
It's going to make a lot of sense when you get there. Just what I would do is I would just hold W. Do you have W bound to run forward?
Yep.
Yeah. So you just hold W and then just jump midair, spin your mouse around to face them, and then spin it right back. It's just gonna be a couple times. You know what you could do actually is you could aggro one of these while mounted. You can aggro one of these pats that you have near this area. So like one of the Shadow Hunter pats or one of the Witch Doctor pats or preferably a Soul Eater. And you could just run around and just use your mount and try to just practice jump turning.
Okay, cool, yeah.
That way it's not like 30 mobs. But what that's gonna do is it's gonna cause you to not get dismounted, and then you could actually get to the GUI right now at level 48 without.
If I master that, okay.
Yeah, but I would say start doing it at 49. So do one more probably run of this method, then it'll be 49, and then start practicing some jump turns. See if you can get that down, and should be good to go.
Right, cool. Yeah, I mean, no, this felt way better with the timing,
Perfect.
and even grouping them up wasn't too bad. That was great. Okay.
Perfect. Well, if you have any other questions, you just hit me up. Let me know. I will. I know you want to be able to reference this, which you probably wanted to reference it because of that issue that you're having. So
Yeah, no problem.
I'll.
Yeah, whenever you get a chance, don't kill yourself. It's fine.
Okay. All right. But yeah, good job, dude. I hope you keep on getting up there. You'll be good to go. Do this until 54.
54. Oh, I guess that is one next question I have for you. Am I screwed after 54? Do I have to start grouping with people, or are there solo farms I can do?
There is a solo farm. I'm kind of keeping it hush hush, but there's gonna
Ooh,
be
okay.
a solo farm. I just have to. Oh God, when is that video gonna come out? Probably Sunday.
Oh, perfect.
Probably Sunday that video will come out because I got to get my mage up to 54, obviously, to be able to do it. But now that I did the Mara at 52 video, which I did on stream last night, I'll be able to show that 54 to 57 strategy that I have that works splendidly.
Kind of dreading going back into groups.
Yeah, the goal is to never have to, basically.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much again.
No problem, man. I'll talk to you later.
Take care.
Bye. Sweet. It's just me, myself, and I. Alright everyone, that wraps up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe and leave a like and a comment below to let me know so. And if you guys have any other ideas for any other videos, please let me know in the comments below. Also check out the description for the Twitch where I do all this live, and also for my Twitter and Discord where you guys can be notified of any future updates and when I'm going to go live on stream. So I'll see you guys in the next video.